Hi, I'm Tyler. Welcome to the video. Hi, I'm Tyler. Hi, my name's Tyler. Welcome back to another. Hi. Hey, what's up, guys? Hello, and welcome back. My name's Tyler, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how I built a super budget photo studio in my garage and how I use that studio to start making money and getting some paid gigs. I don't want to waste any time, so let's just do it. Right off the bat, let me just say, the studio is super janky. The garage is unfinished, it's dark, there's all kinds of junk in there. I have roommates, so all of our storage stuff is in there. It's suitcases and bikes and just all kinds of stuff. But there's room for lights and cameras and photo backdrops, and it may not look pretty, but it's gonna get the job done. So the first thing I knew I needed, other than a camera, is a strobe. And they can get pretty expensive depending on what you buy. But luckily I had a friend who had an older one that he wasn't using. It's an older strobe, it doesn't do anything fancy, but it does what it's supposed to do. One thing about this light is the softbox that was given to me with it was missing a piece. So I needed a way to soften the light. And again, I didn't want to spend money, so I got a huge bed sheet out of my closet and I hung it from the ceiling and I put the light behind it. And you know what? It looks really good. It's a much larger light source, much softer light source than the softbox would have been. The next thing I knew I needed was a flash trigger, and that's just a device that tells the light to flash when you take a photo. So I picked up this little Pocket Wizard set and it wasn't too expensive. Honestly, this was the most expensive part of the whole setup. So photo backdrops. I looked out and came upon some free rolls of photo paper from a friend who works at a studio, but if you are buying this stuff, there are cheap options on Amazon that will work great. Okay, so this is probably the jankiest part of this studio setup. The way I got the photo paper up on these stands was by stealing the clothing rod out of my closet and hanging it off the top of the stands with rope. It's not super easy to raise or lower or change out the photo paper, but it worked. So I don't know, if I can find a way to do something without spending money and using what I have, then I'm gonna do that every single time. So at that point, I had the whole studio set up and I spent like 3 days in there non-stop testing it in all different kinds of ways and making my roommates come in and get their photos taken and getting comfortable enough with the setup that I would feel confident to bring somebody in on a paid shoot. I made a post on my Instagram saying that I was going to do $50 portrait sessions for 1 day only and DM me to book a slot. I sent it out to everyone I could think of. I asked them to send it to their friends, and over the course of that week leading up to the shoot date, I ended up booking 15 people to come in on that day and have their photos taken. I'd recouped all the costs that went into making the studio, I'd made money on top of that, and I'd crammed a whole bunch of experience with the space all into 1 day. And now I have a photo studio. I don't use it all the time. It's just another tool in my arsenal. So if I'm talking to a new client, I can say, hey, I also have a studio space. I hope that the takeaway from this video is whatever you're doing, photography or some other creative endeavor, use what you have. Find creative ways to use the limitations in front of you to your advantage. You'll learn more that way and it'll be more rewarding in the end. Rather than going out and spending a bunch of money on the fanciest stuff and making sure everything's perfect, just do it. Just go. Just figure out a way, string stuff up with rope, use duct tape, whatever it is. Just get it done. That's it for this one. Do me a favor and leave a comment either plugging your own Instagram or someone's Instagram who you are inspired by or whose work you really like, because I have sort of an idea for an upcoming video. I'll just leave it at that. Please be gentle with the like button and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.